Hi and welcome to the vlog. It is end of day. We have end of day hair. We are end of day tired. Oh, is that funny? And we are doing end of day medicines. And I have got to remember more medicines than just Elin's this time around. And I'm going to get into why that is in a moment. But before I do, I'm just going to remind you that we are doing a fundraiser at the moment so that we can afford to go out and do things together this summer. And if you want to contribute to it, you don't have to, but if you want to, I'm popping links wherever I can. So in the description, hopefully as a link in the video, in my social media, or, you know, all else fails, you can ask me in comments and I will send it. And here's the little one who's going to take her headphones off just for a moment and let you know what is going on with her.
I've got tonsillitis.
Yes. So she's not... You see how bloody pleased she is?
It's like it's not hurting at all, but it looks very swollen and red.
Yeah. It has been hurting though.
It was really hurting very early in the morning.
Yes. So
I started crying.
Yeah. It's a Sunday today. The girls have been here since Friday evening. On Friday...
I'm getting a triple weekend because I'm staying over on school on Monday.
Somebody is very happy and very pleased that for once she's getting attention. For once she's the medical one, being fussed over and checked up and being given medicines.
Except for I have to have a medicine that is disgusting.
Yes, she's less pleased about the taste of medicine. She's less pleased about the fact that she's going, Mummy, can you put the pull-up bar up? And I'm going, no, you're sick, you need to rest. Mummy, can I go and play in the garden? No, you're sick, you need to rest. Mummy, can I? No, you're sick, you need to rest. And now she has tonsillitis. And yesterday with tonsillitis, she went to her, I didn't know she had tonsillitis at that point. She went to her swimming lesson. And then we went out for lunch and we wandered around a garden centre and we looked in an aquarium shop and then we went to a playground and she ran around playing in the playground and then we...
And then I went fishing.
And then you went fishing off the rocks.
With my friend Emma.
And then you didn't want to leave and I made you leave and we came home and I looked at you and I went, oh, you're not feeling well.
Oh, you felt my forehead in the car. I had an ice dolly because I was hot.
Yeah, so I honestly can't tell if she had a temperature yesterday because she'd been playing in the sunshine and it was a warm day, but she was very hot in the car.
But I didn't have the temperature when I got home.
No, but I gave you paracetamol in the car, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that might have brought it down if it was the temperature. The thing is, we don't get fevers a lot.
No.
Alice gets more fevers than anyone else out of us three. But even Alice does not get fevers a lot. Elin gets fevers when she's been fitting non-stop for 48 hours. That by then she tends to run a temperature, which is not surprising because, you know, she's gone 48 hours with a pulse of 180 beats per minute. That would heat anybody up. I can remember 2 lots of having a fever. One was when I was 6 years old and I had mumps and I was super sick. And then the second time I can remember having a fever was when I had COVID. And oh my God, I was sick. So it was...
And we were both having COVID at the same time.
No, so Elin had COVID and then I had COVID and then you had COVID.
The last one had COVID.
Yeah,
and Daddy didn't have COVID.
No, your daddy still hasn't had COVID, has he? Anyway, we're talking about Alice now. Alice now. So I don't think Alice, you know, I've not kind of gone, oh my God, you have a fever with Alice. But they arrived on Friday evening and Alice said she had a sore throat and then I served dinner and she just didn't want to eat because it hurt to swallow. And she was very tired.
Really? It does actually hurt quite a lot when I have to swallow my saliva.
Yeah. And then yesterday, as I said, we were out the whole day. We had a long, busy day. And then she looked really tired. And then she said her throat was hurting again. I was like, okay, well, maybe I should have a look in your throat. And I went, oh, this does not look right. Because I could see that she was very swollen, very red.
Glenn.
Your glands here are swollen.
My little thingy.
Yeah, and then her uvula. This was the thing that threw me yesterday. Actually, is that her uvula. And if you don't know what the uvula is, this is a little dangly thing that swings to the back of your throat, right? Was stuck to the side, and it should hang right down, but it was stuck to her left side.
And it's still stuck to the left side.
Yeah.
It keeps going and then it was hanging normal, and then it got back stuck to the side again.
Yeah.
And
I could
that's
see
what's making my throat hurt more, because when it was unstuck, it felt better.
Yeah. And then we could also see a couple of white spots in her throat. So yesterday evening, I rang 111, which in the UK here is basically the healthcare telephone service that you can call up and ask for advice. So I rang 111 because I've never seen this thing before being stuck to the side. But you know, I wasn't overly worried. What I kind of wanted was for them to say, you know, you should get checked over, so we'll get you an appointment at the out of hours doctor tomorrow. That's what I was hoping they'd be saying. No, what they said was, we would like you to get her checked over in the next 6 hours. So can you take her down to the pharmacy at Tesco down the road? And I was like, no, you can't. No, I can't. What do you mean you can't? Like, because it's bedtime and I'm here with a tired 7-year-old who's clearly under the weather and a severely disabled complex needs 10-year-old who, no, just no. She's breathing, she's talking, she's drinking. I'm not that worried. I'm not worried enough to run down to the chemist at bedtime, after bedtime with them.
Maybe you could ask Daddy to say Ellen if you said this.
Yeah, I mean, if I'd been worried, I would have done that, Alice, but I just wasn't that worried. And then, so then he said...
This is my first ever time having tonsillitis.
Yeah. So then he said, okay, well, I would like you to speak to one of our clinicians then, so we'll arrange a call back. So I stayed up till about 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, waiting for that blooming callback, which didn't happen. Apparently they rang me at 1:30, but at that point my phone was on Do Not Disturb and I was actually asleep. But I had a late night, and just before I was going to bed, Elin started grumbling, so she needed help to resettle. And then she woke up at 4 this morning, so which means that I went up at 4 this morning.
No.
And then you woke up at 6. You demon.
My throat was hurting a lot.
Yeah. So anyway, today I've been a grumpy mom in the morning, and then we went food shopping, and then we went to Boots pharmacy and spoke to the pharmacist there. Now they didn't open until 11. But we spoke to the pharmacist there, and he was really good. He had a look at Alice's throat and he went, yeah, she has tonsillitis. He also explained to me what it was they were worried about. They were worried that it would have been something called quinsy, which could have been more serious, but that's definitely not what she has. Quinsy can cause your throat to swell up so you can't breathe. So that's why they wanted you checked last night. But no, I really was not worried about that.
I definitely did not have quinsy.
No. And he could prescribe penicillin at the pharmacy. So instead of going to the out-of-hours doctor and waiting for hours and hours and hours and hours...
Like 6 hours.
It would have been something like that. I mean, the out-of-hours surgery on a Sunday, oh my God. But I love that service. I think they're amazing. I've used them myself when I've gotten ill on a bank holiday. But I'm so grateful considering that... Ta-da! Like, we don't want to do that. Not in this company, not if we don't have to. So he prescribed antibiotics. And that is what she's on now, and we can give paracetamol and ibuprofen, and just rest and drink lots. And
my antibiotics because it tastes disgusting.
it does taste. Penicillin is not nice, guys, right? It really isn't nice. That's a different one than I thought what you were gonna get, but no, it's not nice. It's not nice. Yes, so now I have to do Elin's evening medicines.
I have to have water straight away after it.
Yeah, and I have to do Alice's evening medicines. Well, just medicine because you've already had ibuprofen.
Yeah, I don't need anything else.
No, and then...
I just need my... What is it called?
Penicillin.
Penicillin.
Yeah, penicillin is easier to say than antibiotics. Is there a difference? I don't actually know if there's a difference. And then he said she's going to start feeling better in a couple of days. And he suggested that she stays home from school tomorrow just to take it easy. But provided that she doesn't get any fevers, there should be absolutely no issues about her going to school. Yeah, and because it hurts to swallow, she's not wanted to eat a lot, or not wanted to eat certain things. Like
That's why I'm getting full quite quickly as well.
Yeah, so she's had a lot of ice cream, which I'm fine with. I think ice cream for dinner when you're sick is absolutely acceptable. She didn't eat much of her lunch. We had garlic and cheese flatbread and vegetables for lunch, and I think all she ate was some of the vegetables.
Some vegetables.
And some yogurt.
And just a few bites of the garlic bread.
Of the flatbread.
I love garlic bread. I've had cheese garlic bread before.
Yeah, you usually love it, but you just...
I've had cheese garlic bread at Sam's house.
Have you?
Yes.
But today you were not feeling it.
No.
And then she had a large bowl of ice cream. And as far as I'm concerned, right now, a calorie is a calorie. Elin's coped really well with today. There's obviously been a long day and a lot of waiting for her. But she's done really well, so I'm very pleased. Other things we've got going on medicine-wise then is, I believe I spoke about this in my last vlog. I hope I did.
Should I go get the medicine?
Yeah, you can go and get it. Is that we've now had all of Elin's medicines adjusted, the dosages of them, and we are now doing something called...
medicine has to be in the fridge.
It does, yes. We're titrating down...
Wait, is that the spoon from the medicine?
Yeah. We're titrating down the Keppra, which is one of Elin's epilepsy meds. And titrating down means that we are gradually reducing the dose with the purpose of stopping.
My medicine, the colour is orange.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Come here.
She really don't want it.
And then you can get one of those yummy cough lollies after. Well done. We are titrating down the Keppra with the purpose of stopping it completely, because a number of reasons, but partly Dad and I don't feel like Elin's current epilepsy medicines do anything, and so we want to try something different. Partly because they aren't doing anything. It will be interesting to see, to prove that. We need a better picture of Elin's seizures. We don't have a very good picture of what's going on with them. If she actually has seizures or if it's something else she has. I mean, we're still saying that she's having seizures, particularly when she lands in hospital with those nasty spirals. But really what we want to see, what we need to see are tonic clonics, and we need to get those on film and documented. And then to, potentially try something different, try a different medicine protocol. Another reason why I want to get her off Keppra is because Keppra and disabled children in puberty is usually not a pretty combination. So I was very pleased that her neurologist suggested we stop that one. And so far, so she used to be on 5 milliliters twice a day, and we're now down to 2 milliliters 3 milliliters twice a day. And we've not seen any change. Apart from, she's had a couple of bigger seizures.
Not me.
No, not you, Elin. I'm talking about Elin now. So she had tonic clonic in her sleep, her carer told me. And of course, that wasn't on camera because it was the middle of the night. And then apparently she's had quite a long, pronounced, of the sort of more myoclonic twitch, what we used to call partial focals, but we're not sure if they are. Seizures, and Dad didn't get that on camera either. But this weekend she's not had anything out of the ordinary. There's no more, there's no less. There's just Elin. So far, so good, actually. And yeah, I mean, all in all, I've been really pleased with how Elin has coped with this weekend. Alice is doing well for somebody who's feeling so crappy. And yeah, I suppose it is nice to be able to give her a little bit more attention and fuss than she's used to having. And most of all, I'm just really, really glad we didn't have to go and spend hours at the out-of-hours surgery. And I got my cat the cat food she eats today when we went shopping. I've had a cat food that Luca doesn't eat, so she's been on a hunger strike. I know, bloody needy cat. I was hoping if I was stubborn for 2 weeks, she might start eating it. That cat is more stubborn than I am. Funny. Better give her some dry food actually. It's she's not been on a complete hunger strike, obviously. I have the wet food she eats, but I had run out of the dry food she eats. Let's try this. Just gonna angle that one. Oh, you can see Sally lying half dead on the stairs right there. I don't know why. I poured the cat food and I was wondering, is Luca gonna come running? Oh yes, she did. And now it is 7:10. We're going to start our evening meds and bedtime routine and hopefully go to bed on time. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. We want a nice, smooth bedtime with no vomits, no extra cleaning up for mummies. You go to sleep quickly, you go to sleep quickly, and then I can sort out stuff for tomorrow morning because you are going back to school tomorrow morning and she's going back to daddy's. Yes? Please don't tell me that you're coming down with an illness as well now. I don't need you to get a sore throat. Because when you get a sore throat, you end up in hospital with the bloody seizures. Shall we have a look in your throat? Can you show me your throat? Can I have a look?
I need the charger.
That does not look red. The little I can see. You need the charger? Oh! I hate how much stuff I've got all over the place at all times. Can somebody do some magic and turn me into a tidy person, please? Because there's just too much crap. I'm sorry, Luca. I didn't mean to scare you.
Hello.
Hello. So, we're going to start bedtime. We're going to go to sleep.
I'm thinking I could have one nice lolly.
An ice lolly? Yes, you can absolutely have an ice lolly. So, we're going to say...
Mummy's saying we have ice cream and ice lollies because of my throat.
I know. You hate it.
I love it.
Thanks for watching. See you again very soon. Bye.